If you have visited Jaclyn Glenn's Instagram, you've seen a lot of photographs of her body, and you've probably seen her commenting on weight loss, weight gain, her diet in the abstract. What you have not seen very much of is the food that she eats. And there's a reason for this. Jaclyn Glenn is not a person who had many meaningful things in her life. But for many, many years, she was vegetarian. And she seemed to take vegetarianism seriously. This was something she had in common with her old nemesis, with her Moriarty, Onision.
And in front of the chemistry building, there were all these people. A lot of times they were in animal rights groups, and they were handing out pamphlets on factory farming. And a lot of times I walked by them, ignored them. And one day I was really late to class, so I did not have time to tell them to leave me alone. So I just took a pamphlet and I was like, thank you, and I kept going to class. And I was bored, so I started looking through it, and I was really grossed out by a lot of the pictures that I saw. I was really horrified by what I saw, and I found a lot of Onision videos. I'm sure you guys know who he is. I've mentioned him in my videos before, but he does a lot of videos on being a vegetarian, and he's very strict and militant. Actually, there's one called Militant Vegetarian. But he's very straight to the point. He does not sugarcoat anything, and I really needed that at the time.
Well, let's see here. We're living beings, and we like being alive, right? So if we kill other beings that probably like being alive, that's not really something that we have to debate now, is it? Oh wait, yes it is, because you guys are morons. Let me tell you what, dude, if someone comes in your house and carves you up and eats you, what are you gonna say about that? Are you gonna say, please don't carve up my family, please don't eat everyone I've ever met, I don't deserve this kind of pain? Oh wait, yes you do, because you've been doing it to other living beings.
The difference is that when Onision ceased to be vegetarian, he made a public apology video discussing his reasons, and indeed Onision did struggle for several years to make the transition from merely vegetarian to absolutely vegan, to deal with and discuss the ethical issues involved. Jaclyn Glenn eats meat. If you've been to my channel before, you might now be expecting me to juxtapose some horrifying images of animal slaughter. But instead I want to present you with this. This is a middle-class family in a small town in China who live with their pigs and who really do literally treat them like pets. They treat these pigs better than most people treat their pet dogs. They live with them, they even love them. And you can see it throughout these videos. And then you know what? They kill them and eat them too. These are people who kill and carve up animals with their bare hands every day. And even if you don't speak Chinese, you can see from the titles of many of their videos, they're aware of how horrifying it is. They're aware of how immoral it is. They live their lives not with quote-unquote cognitive dissonance. What do any of us mean when we say cognitive dissonance? They live their lives committed to treating these pigs with as much kindness as they possibly can, while being aware of the monstrous cruelty of their whole farming operation, of the horror of men, women, and children twisting the heads off of chickens, tearing the limbs off of pigs, day in and day out, ultimately for no reason at all other than our cultural familiarity with the taste of animal flesh. A lot of people feel that they don't have a choice because they live and work on a farm, because they live and work in poverty, whatever their situation may be. Jaclyn, it's people like you and I who can make a choice. And Jaclyn, it's especially people like you and Onision who can set a better example for the world to follow. Ethics matter. Outcomes matter. Doing the right thing just because it's the right thing to do matters. It might be inconvenient for you, Jaclyn, when you're on your multi-million-dollar vacation in the Maldive Islands, it might be inconvenient for you to insist on a vegetarian or a vegan diet. But it's the right thing to do.
My slang is editorial, explicit material, briefcase show, live and stereo flow, feel me.